All right. Hello, all you night readers. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully well. I'm hoping. We will pull our Oracle card out of the Echoes of Nature Oracle deck. And we will see what our theme for the next 24 hours is. Tonight, I don't know if you notice or don't notice. You probably won't, but we are doing YouTube only. Hey, Kayla. I am doing well. We are doing YouTube only. So, hey, Wolf, how are you? Yep. So there's our theme. Deeper understanding. Hi, Fairy Wren. It's good to see you. Yes, so we are going YouTube only for the evening. And I think I'm going to continue it that way for good. So Fairy Wren, I looked at that other deck that you had sent me the information about, and it's very nice. It's a very nice deck. I don't think it's going to work for me, only because basically it's Rider-Waite with angels on it. With just angels painted in the pictures and doing the same things as the Rider-Waite deck. So at least that's kind of what I got out of it. But that's okay. I appreciate you doing the work for it to find it and stuff. And I hope if you get it, then we'll all get to see it. All right, don't forget we got the deeper understanding for the next 24 hours. Deeper understanding. All right. So what have we? Yeah, the angel, and it's really nice. It's really nice looking. You know, it's done well. The angels are nice looking. It's a nice looking tarot deck. I just think it's too close to Rider-Waite for me again. And I have already got Rider-Waite, and I've got the Llewellyn Basic, so I would rather go with. I think I want to find something a little different. Hey, Tosh. Oh my God, got cards are flying everywhere. Cards are flying. Hey, Mr. Cats. How are you? Had a good group last night. That was nice for you. That was really good. All right, what do we got going on? Any questions? We are not doing Facebook tonight. We're going 100% YouTube. Yeah. The one deck that we had spoken about, Tasha Wolf and Fairy Wren, the Revival Art deck. What I want to do is I want to do a reading for myself and then look up the cards that I get in the reading in that deck, because they have all of them there. They have pictures of all of them, and see what kind of reading I get from them. I won't actually read from the cards I pull. I'll just actually read from the cards I see online and see if that gives me a good reading. Working all day on 2 Card Tuesday. That's cool. That sounds like a fun time. What does that consist of? You just record 2 card readings. Hey, Mila. Doing great. How are you? Yes, I saw that. I saw that you unboxed it. That was cool. Did the unboxing. I'm waiting to do an unboxing for a new deck. Can you ask a question? Absolutely you can. You're not doing good? No? That's not good to hear. They commented a question on my post and I tagged them in a picture response. Very nice. That's a very good idea, Mr. Katz. I won't steal it. I won't steal that idea, don't worry. All right, Mila, hit us with it. Tell us what's going on. What is wrong? Yeah. I'm just waiting for it. When I asked how things were going, she said not good. Oh, here we go. Okay, Scott. How does Scott feel about me? I miss him, but I don't know how to contact him. All right. Well, I have been shuffling these cards for quite a while, so they are shuffled. All right, let's see what we got. All right. Pull these down a little bit. So closer to the middle. All right, so you want to know how Scott feels about you. And then you can't get in touch with him. I get that. Okay. So how does he feel right now? He feels like he's trapped. He is completely trapped out of everything. He's way up here on this hill all by himself. He feels hurt for some reason. He feels like he just hasn't, things aren't real good for him. And so he's built up the wall around him. And that's, I use that all the time with this card, building up the wall, building a wall around him, because it seems like he wants to be alone at this point. And that doesn't make you happy. That's making you, not only is it making you, feel bad, but it's making you physically sick. I think you're actually getting physically sick from him not being around or available or having an interest in spending time with you at this point. There's some reason that you guys have moved away from each other, and whatever that reason was, it left him hurt, and it left him isolated, and it left you physically sick with stuff. The Hangman says, you need a new view on things. You really need to look at things different. Obviously, it's a different perspective than everything else. But the bad side of that is if you don't change your perspective, then you just keep hanging there. You just keep hanging around like that. And that's not good. Nobody wants to be hanging around like that. That is not a good thing. So you're going to need to change the way you're looking at this whole thing with him. Um, if that's the way it goes, where he does not want to, if he does not want to have contact with you and stuff, then you're just gonna have to kind of move on. Now the Ten of Cups says that if you do move on, you'll be extremely happy. You'll be very, very happy. You'll be emotionally fulfilled. You can see in the background all the sun and how much hope that gives us. Hey, Valentina, that gives so much hope and so much, everything. All the cups are full with water, with what looks like water. And of course, we know that water is emotions. So, everything is full of emotions. You're full of emotions. But right now, I don't see you having contact with him still. I don't see where getting in touch with him is going to be in the cards. Needless, no pun intended. But I don't see it. I don't see where it's going to be in the cards for you. This is the Three of Swords, which normally you see a heart with swords stuck through it and stuff like that, with the old normal Three of Swords kind of thing. But in this one, you see where it's, the woman and the man walking away from each other, and she's just kind of dragging the swords along. And he looks there, he's looking longingly. And it seems like, there's no getting back together. Everybody's walking away from each other. And that's kind of what I see for this whole thing. That's kind of what I see for the outcome, is that it's just, there's the normal Three of Swords, right? Three of Swords, that's a nasty looking card. But it's just, and I just think that's how it is. I don't see where getting back together is a great plan at this point. I don't see where it's going to work for you or him. So as for how does he feel about you, I don't think he's interested in really going backwards. And I don't think that, I don't see any communication coming at all, unfortunately. So, all right. Sorry about that, Mila. I try to be the bearer of good news when I can, but yeah, I don't, honestly, and again, this is just my personal opinion. This is not anything else other than my personal opinion, but I feel as if even if you try to message and get through to him, it's not going to help. It's not really going to change. But do remember, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. Right there. Okay, so, hey, there's always that chance I could be completely wrong. I am not psychic. Remember that. I'm not psychic. I read cards from what I see and how I feel when I read them. And that's how I feel. All right. Hey, Dreamweaver. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Vic. Please hit like. Oh, gosh, I'm way off. Hit like and subscribe, please, if you're new to the channel. We are going only YouTube tonight, so that's good. I think that's a good plan. Yeah, that's absolutely. I agree 100%, Tosh. Hi, Dad. You changed your name? Dreamweaver? Wait, Dreamweaver is your dad, Kayla? That's nice. That's great. I'm getting a drink while you. That's nice. This is just a big old family, isn't it? We've had everyone. All right. So feel free type a question in there for me, and we'll do another reading. Yes, great song. Gary, somebody, Gary. I can't think of his name. Yeah, that's a good name. That's a nice name. Dreamweaver. That's awesome. I definitely like that one. All right. Gary Wright. That was it. Gary Wright. Dreamweaver. Some nights we have dad and daughter. Some nights we have mom and daughter. It's a family affair. All right. So that is cool. That's cool. Who's got a question? Yes, that is another song that I don't sing. Yep. All right. I have now officially shuffled the pictures right off these cards. Oh, good, Vicky. Vic's got a question. Is going back to my ex-husband, hubby Anthony, a good idea? My parents are forcing me, but I don't want to. All right. Is it a good idea to go back to your ex because you're feeling forced? Nope. That would be my answer. If this is just a yes or no question, which it is, I would say no. Definitely no. Look at all the fighting and the arguing and the devil. Come on. The devil is telling you right off the bat that this answer should be no. We have to bring positive. We're going to have to bring your family on here, Vic, because if they could see this, they wouldn't keep pushing. I mean, the devil is telling you betrayal, delusion, lying. You know, something's not right. Something is just not right when the devil card comes up. So it's absolutely a bad idea. Then you get the Chariot. Okay, so then you have the Chariot, which shows you taking off from the whole situation. Just go. Get out of there as quick as you can. Don't hang around. Don't let the door hit you. Just get on going and get out of that whole situation. You're just going to have to lay down the law with your family, unfortunately. Sometimes that's the way. Sometimes you have to. I always talk about how close my family is. Very, very close. We're an extremely close-knit family, and I talk to my mom almost every day, and my mom and dad. I always say my mom, but my dad. We FaceTime my mother and I, and then of course my dad comes out and sticks his head in. So it's always nice. But sometimes there have been times, even though how close we all are, that I've had to tell them things that because I'm just not happy about them. You know, you can't pick your family, but you can pick your nose. Remember that, Tosh? So the devil's telling you that this guy is horrible, and the Chariot's telling you to get away. Get away. Set off on a journey somewhere, some type of adventure, something. But don't overestimate your abilities to take off. Just do it. You know, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work with your family, you know, trying to explain stuff to them and all. And you see the Page of Swords there is somebody who's immature and acts without thinking and is very childish and juvenile. Well, I think that's your boy too, Anthony. You know, so it's going to be a fight. It's going to be some type of a, you know, obviously not a physical fight with your family, but it's going to be some type of a struggle that you're going to have to actually talk to them. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle when you talk to them, because you know how they feel already, unfortunately, but you're going to have to still talk to them about it. All right. I'm sorry, Vic. Well, I am and I'm not sorry. I'm sorry you're going to have this discussion with your family. That's what I'm sorry about. Telling you to stay away from this guy, I am definitely not sorry about telling you that. Yeah, I can understand that. I understand. You know, it is taboo in parts of the world and stuff, and that's, you know, yes, I do understand that. Yeah, but I also understand that by being with him, there's more of a chance of you getting hurt, either mentally, obviously, or even physically. You know, no, don't listen to Streamlabs. I don't care about them. They posting links. It's only because you didn't use a space after a period. It's so dumb. But that's what I get for you. Don't do it. Talk to your family. Explain to them. You'll find somebody else. There will be someone else. Were you married to this person, and are you now divorced from them? So that's what that's what I get from this whole thing. By the way, I tried new light. I tried to move the lighting around today a little bit, and I think the cards all look a lot more crisp and colorful. So I think so. I think it looks better. But all right. So you have 3 kids. Unfortunately, in the part of the world you're in, you know, it's not okay to be a parent and be single. And I understand other cultures. You know, other cultures are like that. I would suggest getting that divorce done as soon as possible. You know, normally around in other parts of the world, obviously here in America and Australia and stuff, and you know, part in Europe and stuff like that. Yeah, it's absolutely okay to be a single parent, and raise kids on your own as a woman or a man. You know, it could be men too. There's men out there who are single parents for many different reasons. But you know, that's just, unfortunately, in your country, it's just not that's not an acceptable thing. And I see that's what's making the family kind of really push. But I'm sorry about that part of it. All right, so Positive for Life wants to know, why is it that Christian going to be reaching out to me soon? You keep getting visions of him wanting to offer love. Wanting to offer some love. Oh, Christian, let's see what you're giving out. Let's see if Positive for Life is picking up what he's putting down. Because... got to share the love around. All right. Well, isn't this quite a twist? Isn't this a twist of stuff? It's like a mishmash of cards that don't make a whole lot of sense together. They don't tell a very good story, that's for sure. You have the Queen of Pentacles, who's somebody who is very grounded, very calm, very relaxed. And I'm guessing that must be you. I really think that must be you. And then you have the Empress, which obviously we all know is fertility. And I don't think he's reaching out to say, hey, let's have a baby since we haven't been together. That's not what I see. So I don't think that's really going towards the fertility part, but I do see where growth and creativity are definitely there. So maybe that's what he's looking for. He wants to, he wants to open himself up to grow a little bit with you and stuff. But then you get the Tower. Then we go from that to the Tower. How do you do that? I don't know. Because just when you think things are secure, it collapses. Everything collapses right down on top of you. So, and once this happens, where that big tower collapses, then things aren't exactly the same afterwards. They're never exactly the same as they were. Just like the whole thing going on right now in the world, after it's all over, things are not going to be exactly the same as they were. If you had to give a card to coronavirus, it would be the Tower. It would definitely be the Tower. You think everything's secure, then it collapses, and things are completely different afterwards. But I do see a total breakdown of stuff with this card. And then I see where you may not be real interested in him getting in touch with you. Even though, you're thinking about it and stuff, just because you think about it doesn't mean you want it. That's for sure. So, maybe all the different things that are being offered up, you're just kind of tired of them all. You don't want any of those things. You just want to, you want to try something different. You want to, you want something other than, maybe you want something other than him. Maybe you're just tired of that, and that would give you emotional freedom and emotional happiness. I think that's kind of where that goes, because right after this, this is all you here. And then, but I see where, this isn't really great together. But at the end, I see you happy. I see you happy and emotionally happy. So, I don't think he's trying to get in touch with you through your, since you're seeing this in dreams, it hasn't actually happened. We know that. It hasn't actually had time to happen yet. But if he's getting in touch with you, if he does get in touch with you, like your dream, I don't I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be for. If it's, let's put it this way: if it's for a romantic reason, if he's looking for some romantic reason, I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there. Not on your side. That's what I get for you. Positive for life. Ah, there we go. Right. Yeah, that spark did die, even if I get an apology. Might as well move on then. Yep. Definitely. Stop having dreams about it and move on. I know. So easy to say, isn't it? All right. Let's see. Someone else had a question, and that was back a little ways. I think Valentina had a question. Maybe I missed it. Ah, there it is. Valentina. Thanks, Wolf. How is Carlo, right? It's Carlo feeling. And what will he do, Carlo Sagittarius? Yep, after my last email. I told him we should stay separated and I wish him the best. All right, well, that's good that you did that. It's good that you put it out there and told him, let him know. Thank you. Am I at exactly 100 or am I over 100? I was at 104 the other day, but don't know. But thank you. Yep, 100 subscribers in 39 online days. This is live stream number 39. We should have a big party at live stream 50. That'll be on May 2nd. All right, so you think it was the right thing to do. That's good. If you think it was the right thing to do, then I would say it was the right thing to do. Doesn't that make sense? That always makes sense. Take your... Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. So Carlo's not feeling really good. That's for sure. He's not feeling good. But what are you going to do? Yeah. You can't make everybody happy, right? Not everybody's going to be happy all the time, and you have to make sure you keep with your happiness. So you get the King of Pentacles. You start off with King of Pentacles. And of course, that's somebody who's financially secure and they enjoy the good life. They're solid and strong. And I think that's probably him. He was probably a solid, strong guy for the right person, for the right person. It just wasn't you. It just wasn't you. You were looking for a completely new emotional beginning, and that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're doing here with the Ace of Cups. You're looking for a new emotional beginning, and that's where it starts. You move into the Knight of Pentacles, and there's nothing. There's just caution, and you're leery about things. You're very tentative to do anything, because you've already got rid of him, and he just keeps on trying to come back, but he shouldn't. He keeps trying to come back, but it's just emptiness. It's just slow. As you can see, the sun is setting in this one, and there is nice yellow and sunshine, but it's not much. It's not much, and it's going to set real soon, which is just like it is on this relationship, unfortunately. The sun is setting on the relationship, and that's where the Three of Swords comes in again. The Three of Swords here again is showing you the two people are splitting up. They're getting away from each other. He's dropped his rose on the ground. She's walking away with her swords. Neither people are extremely happy, because even though he's not the right guy for you, it still hurts. It still hurts to break up. I get that, but look, only one person ends up getting hurt and one person ends up walking away, I guess. And that means Carlo ends up getting hurt and you're the one that walks away because you made the move to send the email, which was a good move. It still was a good idea to do that. Send that email out, and it was good that you did it, and it was good that it was the right thing to do. So, yep, you did the right thing. Carlo is just too little too late, basically. The sun is setting on that whole relationship. All right. Oh, Mystic Cats. 2 months ago today, she had her stroke and died in the emergency room, or in the emergency room. Am I learning the right lessons? Do I see what I need to learn right? I get it. I understand. Absolutely, I understand. You see things when you die and come back. My grandfather died and came back and told such incredible stories. So, thank you, Vic. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. So yeah, Mr. Katz, I definitely get your question. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I can handle the situation. I know he will show me love now that he's left, or now that you left. But you can't live like that. No, you can't. You can't. You need somebody who's going to appreciate you when you're together, not after you leave just to get you back, so then they can use you some more. All right, Kat, let's take a look and see what we got for you. Let's see if you are on the right path after your stroke 2 months ago. All right. See if you're learning the correct lessons. Again, we got the Ten of Swords. But this reading and obviously the last reading are not the same. We're not going with the same things. So, so the meanings are not going to be exactly the same for that Ten of Swords. So you start off with the Emperor. Who is a very fatherly figure, someone who's probably older than you. Also someone who was structured and stable, right? So I see where that person was probably with you in the emergency room. That's what I would guess with that, definitely. And I see where, yes, they were doing work on you and you passed away. You died, and there you go. This is your soul going. Your soul was going. And when you get, and what you're doing now is, yes, you are learning. You're learning the right stuff. You're learning the things that you need to learn so that you can carry on and, and take care of everybody, take care of your family. So yes, you're learning more and more all the time. very clearly you can see the Page of Swords is practice fighting. He's got his wooden sword and he's got his dummy there and he's practicing. And that's what you're doing. You're practicing the rest of your life, basically. You're kind of practicing it. So after, you left, you got some kind of lesson while you were dead. You got something was told to you during that time that you were actually dead. And then you came back. You got the chariot showing, here she comes, she's coming back. And then you have the King of Rods. Again, who is someone who's mature and loving and, very passionate about you. So you've got somebody who was with you in the emergency room when it happened, who was a mature person, stable and structured and responsible. And then at the end, you have basically the same thing. Someone who cares about you very much, somebody who's very mature and very loving. So that's, kind of basically that's it from beginning to end. Yeah, Jeff, he's younger than you, though. But everybody thinks he's older. Ah, there you go. I can go with that. But I definitely think that's kind of the story. And I don't know what, obviously I don't know what the message is, but I definitely think that during that time, you received a message from someone, and that's what's kind of led you in the direction you've been going for the past 2 months. And then you come back. Here you leave, there you come back. It's very clear. Okay. That's what I get for you, Kat. I hope I was close. But I definitely think, yeah, are you learning? Sure, you're learning. You learn a lot. You learned a lot. So, yeah, some very, very heavy, deep stuff there in the chat. But, yeah, that's... I think whatever it was that was told to you is something that cut right to the heart. Something that was extremely, extremely close. The Page of Swords is my little brother. You got this head on. He told me to get my ass in gear and make my dreams come true. Now I'm bawling. Yeah, me too, almost. Yep, Fairy Wren. It's Anna Kay. I wrote to her today. I told you Barbara Moore got in touch with me yesterday. I wrote to Anna Kay today, so I will see if she writes back. She's from somewhere in Europe. I have to get a drink now. I need a drink. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mystic Cats, for sharing and allowing me to be the one to read for you for that. All right. Don't forget, our theme for the next 24 hours is deeper understanding. And I think we just got one. I think we just got one. Yeah, yesterday I got an email from Barbara Moore, who does she does the basic Llewellyn deck, which is basically rider weight with updated pictures, and she does the Tarot and Wonderland deck. She also does that new Wizards Tarot deck, the one that Tarot Oracle got not long ago. It just came out, and she's got other ones out on Llewellyn. I put a link, I think, down in the comments. But I really think, it was really cool that she wrote me back. So, because I wrote to her about a week or so ago, and so now I figure, well, I'll write to Anna Kay also, because that'll be nice. The Wizards one is really nice. I like that one too. I'm still leaning towards Revival Art, but the Wizards one is kind of talking to me too. We'll see. Thank you very much, Kat. Yeah, great show tonight. I tell you, I enjoy doing this. I definitely enjoy doing this. So I enjoy being here every night with you guys. It's so nice. So much fun. We usually, it's always a family, and we always have a good time. We laugh with everyone. We cry with everyone. Kayla's getting ice cream. Well, send some my way. Yes. Yeah. Kat, I still need to know how to do that, because I don't know how. But all right. So does anybody else have a question? Yep. Definitely. Your brother's spirit was here. See, now, when Mystic Cats did a reading a while ago, a couple weeks ago, for Tosh, she saw a name come through, and the name was George, and of course and that is my grandfather. So my grandfather came through during her reading, apparently, because Tosh doesn't really know anyone named George, and doesn't have anybody in her family named George, she said. Hey, Brianna, welcome. It's nice to see you. So, of course, the first person I thought of right away was, that's my grandfather. And since it was very, only a week or so after my grandmother had passed away, that was kind of what we figured. I wish I could see letters or names like that. And I don't know how to do something like that. I don't know what I have to do to ready myself for something. All right. Cheer it up. Here we go. Yes or no? Are you getting ice cream? We're going to do one card. One card, okay? Kayla, here we go. One card. Tell me when to stop. Okay, stop. Good. Here we go. One card. Yes or no? Are you getting ice cream? You are getting ice cream, because you have the strength to grab it out of the freezer. You have the strength to get it out of the freezer and put it in a bowl, or just eat it right out of the carton. Who cares, right? Who cares? I'm not going to share it with the kids. You know that. I eat it right out of the carton. Yeah, Fairy Wren, it was absolutely beautiful. It was an amazing, amazing thing. I don't know how. Yeah, Kat, yeah. You don't know how you do it either. It just happens. I don't know either. Be strong, Kayla. Get that ice cream. grab it out, grab the whole carton right out of the freezer, just rip the top right off and dig in. Or use a spoon. Either way. There you go. Ice cream. That lion just telling her that it's a nice balance of mind and body, right? But it also kind of tells you, should you go with your head or should you go with your heart? That sounds very interesting, Kayla. She's going to pass the bowl around. Well, I've been to parties where I've heard those words before. Oh, good ice cream. Amen for that. Oh. There you go. Make sure you don't eat all of it. You gotta have a little saved up. All right. Does anybody else have any questions for us? For us, for me. So many times I write things for this, and I write we or us or stuff like that, and I think to myself, wait a second. Who am I writing about? I'm writing about me, just one person. Don't keep writing in the plural. The world couldn't handle two of me. Trust me. That would be too many. All right. So what do we got in the question department? Anything? Why is it that this hour goes by so quickly when all the other hours in the day don't go by quickly? I'll tell you something. I never read for myself. I never do a reading for myself. It does. It seems like I just started just a few minutes ago. And it's just zips on by. Yeah, I know your throat wasn't feeling good. Believe me, I've had many of those nights. I thought the first 10 minutes of last night, I thought I was just going to stop with all those people spamming me. It was crazy. And that's why I've decided to stop Facebook again. Who does readings for me? No one. No one does readings for me. I almost never ask questions. No, I didn't see any either, Wolf. I haven't seen any in a while. But I appreciate that. Yeah, nobody does readings for me because I don't ask questions. You have done readings for me on your show, but normally I don't. I don't really ask questions. Yes, that absolutely, that is true. Wolf did a reading for me also that he sent to me, which was very good. A very good reading. Very nice deck he had. It was really cool. That is true. So yes, Wolf and Cat have done readings for me. But normally at least, I don't usually ask questions. If you see me show up in other people's shows, I don't usually ask. Yeah, I felt bad for that woman too, but you know what? I banned the one guy. I put him in timeout because he just kept. I know you can't read it, You can't keep reading it while you're doing readings, and that's always an issue, Kat. Trying to read. Hey, his darling, you may ask. Absolutely, may you ask? You may. We've been waiting for you to ask. So I had to block the one guy out because he kept asking that woman that kept asking about the love manifestation thing. He kept asking her to do readings for him while he was waiting. He was talking back and forth with her, and it was just weird. And I think that other kid was like a real kid, the one that kept asking if he's going to make varsity and stuff like that. I think he was. I don't think he was college. I think it was like high school. So I try to keep an eye on those kind of people, and then the worst one though I got rid of. So all right, so yay, his darling has a question. How will the water sign help me about our project? All right, so you're working with someone on a project. Obviously, they are a water sign, which was that Pisces, Aquarius, or Gemini? Did I get that right? Oh, please tell me I got that right. I've been trying. I have been trying. Awesome. 8 thumbs up. 8 lovely thumbs up. Wonderful. All right, we're going back to good old Blue Island. All right. How will the water sign? Oh, Cancer's water sign also? Darn, I missed that one. I thought there was only 3 of each. Darn. Oh, the Aquarius is air? That's what my sister is. I always thought. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I always thought it was water. Kind of has aqua in the beginning. I thought, yeah. I knew I'd get it wrong. Oh well. No big deal. When the moon is in the 7th house. All right. How are they going to do? At least in little snippets. How is this water sign going to help you with your project? They're not. I don't mean to laugh. I'm very sorry for laughing, his darling. But it just all of a sudden kind of hit me that Scorpio is a water sign. I thought it was Gemini with the jug of water pouring out. Oh my goodness, was I way off? Hey, Mayo girl. No, you're just in time for the ending. All right, so I don't see where he's going to help out at all, or he or she. I don't know if it's he or she, but I don't see where there's really going to be any help. I see them kind of going away and not moving forward on this project, because how can you move forward when your Sphinx won't get up? I don't see a whole lot of help there. You're trying to set off on this journey of the project, and it's going nowhere because you can't go anywhere when your Sphinx won't get up. All I see is they have information that you need, and they're just kind of going away and away quickly. Away. I mean, they just aren't into it at all. They're just not into it. They're really moving out of the whole picture. No, another person won't help you either, unfortunately, because here you got the hermit. You end up with the hermit at the end, which, is kind of telling you you're going to end up, you're retreating to quiet and silence and all, and you're going to, you'll get some guidance from within to make it through the project, but I don't see where anybody else is going to step up and help either. I think you're on your own, darling. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am completely wrong for your sake. But not in the cards, I don't see that. All right. Some. And Jupiter aligns with Mars. He looks like God in some pictures. He does look a little bit godly, doesn't he? He does look a little godly. It is a project done by people in school. Students are doing the project with you, or teachers are doing the project with you? And there's love to something about the planets. Don't remember the words. And then the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. All right, so students, yeah. Don't count on them. Don't count on students to help. Unfortunately, the one you got stuck with isn't going to be helpful, and no other students are going to step up. You got to pick one. Oh, you get to pick one. Well, don't pick that one. Don't pick the water sign. Do not pick the water sign. What age group are we looking at, darling? Mayo Girl, if you have a question, throw it out there, because that'll be the last one. You'll get the last question of the night if you throw it out there while we're trying to figure out. So what age group are we talking, darling? And then yeah, definitely don't pick the water sign, kid. He's not going to be any help. He's going to be all over the place. Everywhere but where you need him. Yeah, he will be everywhere, but not there. So much to the point where it looks like he probably has ADD. He's like all over the place. He's like everywhere, but not where you want him to be. He can't sit still long enough to do that project, whatever the project is. All right, Mayo Girl, I hope you're coming up with something. I hope. Because I'd love to get your reading in tonight. And I just heard my clock ding 7. 7 dings. My clock is another wonderful heirloom, family heirloom from my father's father. But he gave it to me. He gave it to me several years before he passed away. So he was able to. He was able to see it and see me enjoy it before he passed away, because I love a good old-fashioned clock, and this is a good old-fashioned clock. It keeps great time. You have to wind it to keep it running. It's not no batteries or any of that garbage. It's not like that. It's very old. You have to wind it to keep it running, and you also have to wind the chime so that it keeps. So there's a little chime, which is something you don't see very often. All right. Is Tony okay? He's a friend and he's being distant. All right, let's see what we got. This will be our last reading then, Mayo Girl, right after this. So let's see what we got. All right, is Tony okay? Well, we hope so. He is a friend, but he's being distant. Okay, so here we go. So I don't, again, this is the very first reading we did, and now the very last reading we did are starting off with the Nine of Rods. And what I see then obviously is that he's not okay. He's not okay mentally. He's not okay in his mind right now with something. He's upset about something. Something's hurt his feelings. Someone has hurt his feelings at some point. So it again, you can see where he's been injured. He's not just wearing that thing to be stylish. And he's really put up a wall around him. He's really put up a wall. And it's going to be difficult to get through. Now you have the Knight of Rods, which is someone who's a risk taker, somebody who follows his passions, someone who could, be a little fiery at times, which that could have caused the issue. Because then you go, you got a lot of men in this reading. Then you go right to the Knight of Cups, which is, somebody who follows his heart. He follows his heart, and that gets him hurt at times, because then, of course, he moves into the Hermit, and that's him. He's now retreated. He's retreated to his own self. He wants to be alone. He wants quiet and stuff. But if he stays in isolation for too long, then he could, then it could be bad too. Then it'll lead to depression and stuff. He doesn't want that. So, you said he's being distant. However, he's not completely closed you off, I don't think. Even though here, he's carrying some type of a burden. There's absolutely some kind of burden that's keeping him distant from you and maybe a lot of people, a lot of friends of his. But I definitely do. I think that you can still have communication with him if you get in touch with him and just constantly let him know that you're there for him. You're just gonna have to let him know several times that you are there for him, no matter what, and let him work through some of his issues. Now, if he asks you for help, obviously, then you just jump right in and do that. If he is struggling at home, or still messaging, okay, so that's good. He's just not as open and active in messaging like he used to be at this point. Again, I see where he's gone within himself. You just want to make sure that he does not stay that way for too long. Don't let him think that he's, that nobody's with him, because he needs to know that he's got friends. Okay? So that's what I see for you, Mayo Girl. I hope that works out for you and him. And all right. Well, you guys have been wonderful as always. Always. It's always a great time here. I always love it. I can't say always enough. But we got to move along. So I will talk to you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll do this again. Just like we did yesterday and today. We'll do again tomorrow. All right. So you guys have a good evening. And I will catch you all tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Eastern. All right. Talk to you later. Thank you. Good night.